Oh, baby, how you lie. Can count on you like 4, 3, 2, and you'll be there. 'Cause that's what friends are supposed to do. All my life, you're a friend of mine.
It's CC and Adam.
I was listening to a podcast this week, and they had outtakes. Which I think we should do, except for you always anytime I say anything that's like slightly meh, you delete it, and then Ellie has to go back and edit the YouTube.
It's true. I am.
You're so sensitive.
I know. I'm super G conservative rated. You can't even say dang it. I will take it out.
I do have to make an explanation, though, on something we talked about last week.
Oh.
Because I was like, I know what we're talking about, and you know what we're talking about, but people might not know what the heck. And so I want to explain this.
Okay.
Okay. When you dog sit for us,
Yes.
you stay in our bedroom by yourself.
I do.
Okay? So when Adam is aware of what type of alarm clock Dave and I have
in your room.
it's because when you dog sit,
yes,
we don't have a guest room.
No.
That's where you stay.
You are 1,000 miles away.
100 million
so
miles
far.
away. So far.
You and Dave are both out of here. Yes, I sweatingly want to make that very clear.
Well, I was walking at the dog park yesterday, and I was listening to our podcast, and I was like, "Oh my word!"
Welcome to the Scandalanial
No
podcast.
no scandal whatsoever. When it's hilarious because if you knew Adam, like you don't mess around with anything.
Oh, even your dog gets in the bed, and I'm like, that's a little too close. I need you to back up a little bit. Yes, which I'll be doing soon next week for you. I'll be dog
yes,
sitting
you will.
again.
Thank you for remembering. This nephew's wedding of mine is coming up so fast.
Oh man, weddings are. Can we just be honest? Weddings are beautiful. They're a lot.
I'm looking at my engaged daughter. They're a lot.
They're
a lot.
You have to pay for them.
They're a lot, aren't they, Ellie?
Oh boy.
Yeah, they're a lot.
But I feel like Ellie's the planner, though. Like, you're going to be rocking it. You're on it.
Oh, yeah. My mom got asked, what are you guys working on wedding planning-wise?
Oh.
And she goes, I think it's already planned.
We got involved in another project, which I'm excited about.
Okay.
But that on top of everything else is probably why the accountant fires off these warning shots. Like, do you think you can handle it all? Oh, yes, I got it. And then I'm like in the fetal position, rocking back and forth. I don't got it. I got none of it. None of it.
Take it back. Take it
back.
all. Take
Yeah.
it all. Wow. So if
Yeah.
you get your nephew's wedding coming up.
Yeah.
Now, is this just a go and show kind of thing?
It's a
You don't
go
have
and
to do
show.
any-
Yeah,
Okay.
and it's great because we can just attend the wedding. Like Dave's not performing it, which is great. You know, their family pastor is great. So we're really looking forward to it. But like I'm gonna wear an old dress that I have already shown up on Instagram in, which you don't really want to do as a woman, right, Ellie?
No, it's the worst. It's like weddings are like an excuse to buy a new outfit, you know?
When you're 20, they are. When you have 4 children that are literally sucking you dry.
With love.
Said with love. So I to make money for this kind of thing, you know about my jeans account, right?
Oh, the jeans gig, of
Yes,
course.
you know about this.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, which is what?
You do little audio recordings and stuff.
Well,
and-
I'm working on an ad right now that would pay for a new wedding dress if I wanted it to, but I have been not getting it back to them in a timely fashion. Okay, the name of the company is called Voice Bunny, and their big thing is like quick turnaround.
like, first come, first serve.
But I've just been like, I mispronounced something because it's a foreign company. And so they're like, everything was great, but just like repronounce it. But you know, when you do audio, you have to re-record the entire thing.
Oh, yeah. You got to do back to the drawing board.
Because if I come back in with the correct pronunciation, it's like the correct pronunciation. You know, it's like, oh, where did that come from? What? That doesn't go.
That was a lot of inflection.
So anyway, I've been working on it. I texted you guys both this morning, and I'm like, we have to do the podcast late because it freaked me. Somebody from Pakistan called me today on the phone.
For the ad.
And they're like, hello? And I'm like, hello?
Hi.
They're basic, and I won't do the accent because I don't want to offend anybody, but they're like, when are you getting that done? And I'm like, today. But I got to do a podcast. I got to pick a kid up from football. And it's an ad. I'm not even really sure if I should be recording because it's all about facial recognition technology.
Oh, they're going to hack you. I'm calling it right
It's
now.
a company that, no, basically their thing is that they open doors via your facial recognition. And I'm like, I don't know, is this a good thing or a bad thing? Because supposedly it's keeping everybody safe. So it's probably fine.
Here's my question about that. What happens if, let's say, you trip and fall on your face?
You
and
hurt your
all
face.
of a sudden, something changes. You have a scar. You have a cut. And it's like, oh, that's not your actual face from last time. You're out. You're not getting in.
Okay, according to this facial technology, they use an authentication process. And I had to learn how to say that word. I kept saying authentication.
Legit you.
Authentication. So they actually compare selfies.
What?
I know. They look at other selfies out there on social media to see if it's really you. And then they're like, if it's you, we'll open the door. If it's not, door closed.
Here's the problem with all of the door closed. What if you do duck lips? 1 billion people are gonna get into this building. That I don't trust it. I don't trust it. I don't trust it.
How do you open your phone?
I still have the fingerprint thing. I got the
On your iPhone?
Yes, look right here. Look,
It
people
doesn't,
on you
it
can go to
doesn't
you.
do your face?
No. My phone can get out of my face. No, okay. If you go to our YouTube page, you can watch this episode, the Mom Millennial Podcast,
It's
right
just
now.
a black screen.
Yeah.
You can't.
No.
What
Look
are you
at this
showing
button.
us?
Look at that. Do you see? Well, you can't. If you're listening, you can't see
Well,
it. But
yeah, wait.
oh, I need to bring my computer. My reminder showed up. Yeah, you just press this little like home button at the bottom with the fingerprint, and it.
But you don't do facial recognition.
Absolutely.
Huh. So isn't your face as unique as your fingerprint?
Well, okay. Here's the question.
The Gen Z.
I like to think it's all unique.
Okay. Good luck to you.
I got two things to say about this.
Please.
One, identical twins.
Oh, sabotage.
Like, it's Parent Trap all over again. Let's be honest.
I agree. Yes.
And two, have you seen the TikTok going around about the girl who did her makeup for her
No.
passport photo?
Yes!
And she wasn't wearing makeup in the airport.
And they were like,
and they
no.
almost were like, it's not you.
Oh my goodness. See? That's exactly my point.
So there's only so many selfies you can take. And
Yes.
so, like, you know?
Huh.
Everyone's going to be locked out for the rest of their lives. The world's going to fall into chaos. It's the new Y2K,
Okay.
people.
I'm not a conspiracy theorist. I just want to make this very, very, very clear. A little conspiracy. Did you see, and this is not about one particular political persuasion. It's really not.
Okay.
But did you see at the Biden press conference, people were supposedly taking pictures of him, and then somebody was, a news person was editing the video, and their 12-year-old daughter said, why is nobody's camera app open on their phone? And so they were all holding up their phones like they were taking pictures, but nobody had their camera app open. Ooh.
So what in the world do you think they were doing? Were they trying to get
don't know.
Were they trying to get Joe Biden's face line so they could get in the White
don't know.
House and then put the picture up
I
to
don't
the
know.
camera?
I don't know what that means. I scroll past. I'm like, conspiracy. Meh. Not into it.
See, I feel like unless you get really, if one of them piques your interest, though, like you're
Oh,
hooked.
yeah. Then you're down
yeah.
the rabbit hole.
Oh yeah.
You are on the rabbit hole.
I would be a successful $100,000 businessman if Reels didn't exist.
I like Reels. This is so funny because I'm Gen X and he's millennial and he watches Reels, which you and I would never watch.
Well, honestly, I do too sometimes. I think the Instagram
See?
algorithm has me patted down way better than
Oh, it
TikTok
knows.
does.
Now, it is true because I was watching Reels, but I'm like, am I on TikTok or am I on Instagram? Because now the Reels are just, everybody's reposting all the content.
Well, now Instagram took over Twitter too.
Oh, they did. I thought that was the Elon Musk thing.
With Threads or whatever.
Yeah. Are you on Threads?
No, not yet.
Are you getting on Threads?
Maybe. I don't know.
If you're going to be a social media consultant, you need to get on Threads.
but I also don't use Twitter as is. So it's kind of like, why?
I used to use Twitter.
Just a tweet about jeans thing.
I also used to have a blog.
I remember that.
I loved my blog.
Aw, you should bring
Yeah.
it back.
No, nobody reads blogs.
That's right. Everybody's
A few people do.
What is Threads?
What?
Yeah.
What do you mean, what is Threads?
I I know it's in pants and clothes, but I don't know. Look, I'm millennial, but I'm really the greatest generation. I go way backsies, if you know what I mean. What for real? What is Threads?
Well, let's ask Gen Z.
I think again, I'm not on Threads yet, but what I've heard, it's basically like Twitter, but for Instagram. Because then
people were mad Elon Musk bought Twitter.
Something. Because, Instagram has Instagram, Facebook. Now Instagram has Reels. So basically they're trying to be Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter.
In one?
Yeah, because Meta owns Facebook and Instagram, but they don't own Twitter. So then if they make their own Twitter, then...
Are we opening this with our face?
Pretty much.
Face thread. I think it's too much. Can I be honest?
Yeah, it's getting too much.
I can't keep track of all these different reels and seals and veals and whatever all this stuff is. Instagram.
Is it meant for you to keep track of? What's happening?
I hope not.
What's your theory?
Gen Z.
I don't know. I feel like people just want... people want your eyeballs, and so then if they make a new platform that's...
They want it.
Well, that's how people measure things. They're like, how many people saw it?
Want
Look
your-
at eyeballs. It's all advertising and marketing. At
The
the end
Bible
of the day.
has something to say about eyeballs.
Oh. Pluck that sucker.
Was it your 9:43 verse of the day reminder? Because I get those from the Bible app.
Gouge them out.
Gouge them out.
Gouge them out. If it's causing you to sin, out they go.
There you
I'll
go.
get the tweezers.
We should come up with a Christian app called, I don't know. I don't know what it would be called.
Insta.
I don't know.
I don't know either. I don't want to get struck by lightning.
Well, this is heavy. This got real heavy real
It's
quick.
You know what I think it is?
What?
We're all a little tired today.
I'm
and I
so
think it's
tired
because we're
today.
too hot.
Because, in what way?
Temperature.
I was thinking
Personally.
too hot, hot ham.
No. If I can't sleep in your bed without sweating, I can't call anybody hot. No, did you hear about this? There's a particular temperature range where humans start to lose productivity and motivation because
82?
it's too hot. No, you can still work
Are you
hard
thinking
at
like
82.
hypothermia or something? Like,
No,
duh.
There's a particular. It's a hot temperature. It's super hot.
Hot? What's hot to you? Hot to me is 89.
That's pretty
honestly,
warm.
it depends on the humidity.
That's accurate.
True.
If it's a dry heat, not so bad.
I disagree. When it's a dry heat, I feel like somebody is following me around with a hairdryer. I work in Las Vegas, so I have to fly there. Stop. Who's following me around with a hairdryer? Turn it on the cool setting, please.
Even in the shade.
Yes.
Oh, I found it. I googled it. Our
Oh.
our friends at NASA.
Oh, you can work out with each other later.
Yep. They reported in a heat stress report that temperatures over. Do you guys want to guess? Or let me just tell you.
I think Adam had the information.
But I want to know if I have the correct
Well, I
information.
know, that's what I'm saying. Because last time we were throwing chickens in wind turbines.
Yeah,
so
Adam
not
was
at
throwing
windshields.
chickens at the wrong end of the plane.
Exactly.
That's
so
right.
I had to make sure I had the right part
Do
of
you
the
like
plane.
this type A-ness over here? I Googled it. I found it. I was like, she doesn't know how radio works.
Found it on Threads.
She didn't know you were asking a fake question that you already had the answer to.
No, I believe that. But
But-
it's like I heard it from this person and did that.
That's true. And you know what? Everybody has their preference. Some people think 75's too hot.
Well, Cecilia over here likes to dramatize things, so sometimes you have to just make sure you have the correct info.
Well, that's a good point. It's always good to what they call fact check nowadays.
Yeah, because sometimes the story has 5 people in it. Sometimes the story has 10 people in it.
La la la,
Sometimes-
they're in love.
Yeah,
La la la,
exactly.
they're in love.
Yeah, here we go.
La
What's
la.
the temperature?
80 degrees.
Oh, that's false. That's false.
That's what NASA's figured out.
Wrong.
80 degrees?
80 degrees.
Sounds
is-
like
what
they're
do you-
from Antarctica.
What does your resources say?
104.
That's dead.
Well, you can still.
If your
See
kid,
why I looked it up?
if your kid
No,
has
104,
104, you're a goner.
Well, not an internal temperature. We're talking about externally with your body.
Oh, and
It
and
slows
NASA
you
says
down.
it's 80.
Oh, well, if you're 80.
Temperatures outside is 80. If you're below.
Oh, good. That's what I meant then. Outside.
Yeah.
Outside. Yeah, not
Yeah.
inside. Inside, you also did. If you're 80 degrees
Yeah,
inside,
literally.
that's bad. Yeah, 104. Because 80 degrees, that's normal summer temperature.
So you're outside, it's 104, and you cannot be productive.
You're done. You're done. All you want to do is lay out in the grass.
This
and
is
just
the
wait for
average
winter.
person.
For the human body.
What is your research? I'm so confused.
I think we're talking.
was
No, like It's when it's over 80 degrees outside, people lose productivity.
Where did you get your?
Where did you get 104?
I'm trusting our U of M grad over
I'm
you.
losing productivity right
multiple
now.
places, too.
Lost productivity.
I lost it about 5
I got
seconds
that call
ago
from
when I
Pakistan,
got
and I was
jumped
like,
on.
"What?"
It's hot.
All right, what's your source?
It's Apple News.
That's a good resource.
Yeah, and you
What's
know
your
what?
source?
They're in Death Valley doing studies right now.
As we speak.
As we speak. It was like 104 to 112, which, duh, right? If you're at 112, you don't want to do anything except survive.
But like all the girls out here, once it hits 80, everyone's just trying to get in their backyards and lay out and get a
80,
tan.
80
That's
feels
true.
that doesn't feel like a loss of productivity.
if
at
you
80.
go-
University of Chicago is saying 80.
Oh, well, it's always cold there. It's always windy. They don't know heat.
There's some government-looking site thing also says 80. I don't know.
Of course it's the
I
government.
hopefully they used your facial recognition technology to get on that site. That sounds a little sketch. I agree. I'm going Team Adam on this one.
Thank
80
you.
is perfectly. You can be
Very
perfectly
comfortable.
productive in 80.
Very comfortable.
And
Yeah.
How often do you take a break in the middle of the day, though, to go sit outside when it's above 80 degrees?
Oh, pick me.
what?
Okay. Do you remember? You'll remember this. This is when we worked at when I worked at the radio station. This would have been 12 years ago now. And it was that one really hot 4th of July. And we were doing an outdoor 4th of July festival, and the radio station people were working.
So hot.
It was 104 degrees
yeah.
with 100% humidity
Yeah.
and 0% breeze. And I've never felt closer to seeing the Lord in my life.
It was horrible.
It was.
I was there as a child. I avoided the bouncy castles
Can
that
we-
day.
That's
I
right.
was like, heck
Yeah.
no.
They had to close them.
Can we make a PSA? Can I interrupt this podcast to make a PSA? Adam and I used to have to pick up poopy diapers. Here's what the situation was. Adam and I worked on the morning show that we had to be at very early in the morning, but we also, our radio station sponsored the 4th of July event. So every 4th of July, you had to work there basically from 10 o'clock in the morning until 2 a.m. or 1
It was
a.m.
late.
And we had to pick up people's trash that they left behind at 4th of July. How many poopy diapers did we have to pick up off the actual lawn and put in the trash?
Here's the worst part.
Probably one, but I'm still triggered.
Here's the worst part. Only like half the park was lit up. So if
Oh,
you were like,
so
if you were walking around and you had gloves on, but you would go down and you would pick up the
So
trash,
gross.
and then you'd be like, and you'd run to a trash can as soon as possible and just chuck that
So
sucker.
gross. The other thing that was bad was when you had like a cup full of liquid and you weren't really sure what was in it.
And the liquid would get in your hands.
Yeah.
And then it would go down your
So
wrist, and you're
gross.
just like.
Our radio station doesn't sponsor that anymore, and I, for one,
People have to clean up their own poopy.
I'm sorry. But this is what I'm saying. Anytime you're at any kind of public event, pick up your own trash. Not fair. Do you know what I heard? Guess what?
What?
This is a check mark in Team Millennial.
Oh, hello.
Okay,
Represent.
I'm Gen X, you're Team Millennial,
Yes, I
and
am.
you're Gen Z.
On the Mom Millennial podcast.
A waitress got fired from her job because she posted a picture online, and it was a photo of 2 tables she had cleared.
Okay.
And I already gave away the ending, but work with me. One table had all of the plates and the cups and the bowls stacked up after a meal, and the table was cleaned off. The
Okay.
other table had everything willy-nilly all over the place and trash everywhere. And she said, which generation left which table?
Oh.
I would have guessed Gen X stacked the things neatly,
Left it clean.
left it clean, and it wasn't. It was the millennials.
Hey.
Oh,
How do you like
why
them
was
clean
that?
apples? So I think because we just care about other people.
I think it's because you guys grew up going to summer camp and you had to do that in order to get outside and go swim in the pool.
We went to summer camp.
Well, not the right one, I guess.
Good guess.
You went to Camp Pigsty.
Yeah, it was the millennials that had taken extra care and stacked up their things to not. Why do you think that is?
Here's why I think. We are the first generation to have dishwashers fully in our lifespan. And when they break, we don't know what to do. So we feel awful for those people who have to hand wash dishes.
How old do you think I am? We fully had a dishwasher.
Were dishwashers around in the 70s? I thought that came out.
Dishwashers were around in the 70s.
I thought they came out in the 80s.
They were invented in 1850.
Well,
1850?
yeah, they had 1 billion
Where
then.
is she getting her research today?
You know, that was called lefty and righty handy. That were the dishwashers. They did not. They didn't have electricity
1850?
then.
No way.
How did they wash
Do you
dishes?
mean 1950?
The first dishwasher to be granted a patent was invented by 1850 by a socialite because he hated washing dishes so much.
When was light invented? That feels.
It was light. I think light was day one of creation.
Okay, I
That's
gotta
going
I gotta
back
tell
a
you a story.
Please.
We did have dishwasher. I always had a dishwasher. I was born
Okay.
in 74.
Okay.
I do remember getting our first microwave, and it was this huge thing. And you know what the first thing I microwaved in it was?
Popcorn.
Marshmallows.
On a styrofoam plate.
Oh no.
This is why I'm working so hard at my health,
no.
because I think I did some stuff.
Did a little damage.
On a styrofoam plate, I put a hunk of cheddar cheese. In the microwave. And it melted down on a styrofoam plate. And I would eat melted cheese.
Just the cheese.
Just the cheese
Oh no.
with a fork.
I can't even process this.
You're still getting those toxins out of your body today.
Why I sauna?
Oh my word. Does this taste a little plasticky to
Oh
you?
yeah. Okay, so then a big invention that happened when I was in high school was we were very into the microwave. That was amazing
And
technology.
apparently you just threw anything
You did.
grabbable in there.
You microwave anything. A company started inventing microwavable brownies.
What?
So you would buy a kit and you would mix with a fork the brownie mix
In a
in this
styrofoam
little,
cup.
like probably styrofoam-ish
Oh my
container.
gosh.
And then those were the worst brownies of your life.
Was
They
it
were
like the easy bake oven, like
horrible.
precursor?
Yes.
Easy bake
They were
microwave.
horrible. They were so bad. No, I had an easy bake oven too. That's just you cook with a light bulb.
When light was invented.
The accountant told me that his mom one time for Thanksgiving tried to cook a turkey in the microwave. And it didn't.
I've heard that
No.
story.
It didn't crisp up the outside, and so allegedly it was cooked, but it was all like slimy and
gosh.
disgusting.
Let me just put it on for 16 hours on
Oh
high.
yeah.
Oh my
Oh,
word.
the microwave was a big invention.
Now, were there any like microwave tutorials or anything when these came out, or was it just kind
I'm
of
sure
like,
there was a manual.
here's a hunk of cheese and a turkey. Good luck.
There used to be manuals that came with everything. Now you look stuff up online, right?
You
Yeah,
Google
you
it.
should watch a 5-minute YouTube video and
Yeah,
you can
that's
learn
right.
anything.
How to?
Yeah.
How to? Microwaves are dangerous. Did I ever tell you the time I almost set our house on fire and my dad's a fireman? With a microwave?
With a microwave.
Yeah.
By doing what?
Oh, so I was 8 or 9, and I had this half leftover Wendy's burger. So it was, then in the 90s, it was in that tinfoil-esque kind of wrapper.
Oh, you put the whole thing in the microwave.
I was just like, I need to just heat this sucker up for a second. So I put it in for like, I don't know, a minute or whatever. And 10 seconds goes by and it starts to spark and the wrapper catches on fire. Now, what does 9-year-old Adam do? Most people would quick grab an oven mitt, throw it in the sink, and, put it out. I open the door, the fire slowly goes out, and I run to my room and slam the door. So my firefighting dad can find a smoking wrapper in the microwave.
Who's this from?
Yeah, and I was an only child, so I was like, well, I did it. That's all there is. Oh, it was the worst. But I learned my lesson that day.
Wow.
Which was
Stop
aluminum
eating
starts
burgers.
on fire.
Aluminum foil, apparently. Things are flammable.
I've burnt a chocolate chip cookie in the microwave before. Because my mother, when I would keep them on the counter,
You like how they talk about me? I
at least I
wasn't-
say it to your face.
I was a good mom, I
and at
promise.
least she's not using the CC mom
Yeah,
voice.
right.
My cookie!
What did your mother do?
No, we couldn't keep the cookies I would bake on the counter because you would eat them. So you'd put them in the freezer. let me tell you, freezer chocolate chip cookies are
better.
disgusting.
No, they're better than
so
regular cookies.
No, they're so
Yeah.
gross. I do
they
not like
really?
frozen. No, frozen chocolate chip
like ice
cookies.
cream.
Not my thing. So I'd put them in the microwave. But you only really have to do it for like 10 seconds. But then sometimes if you do it for like 15 seconds, then somehow it kind of burns a little bit. That definitely happened once or twice. And then I just had to either eat it and be content or just do it again with another frozen
least
chocolate
thawed.
chip cookie. Yeah.
Ugh. So what I'm hearing is we need to get rid of our microwaves.
Well, we tried to. You know, I was on a couple of health trends along the way. And for how many? Was it a year?
It was a year. It was before my freshman year. It was my freshman year of high school.
Yeah. I heard that microwaves weren't good. Now I think they're fine. We have one again. We have a small microwave because you know what I need it for?
Quick cooking.
Melting butter. I use my microwaves most often softening butter.
Don't get her started on the softening butter conundrum.
Yeah.
I have a mom tip for you of something that I've learned how to do without a microwave to soften butter.
If it's the glass jar, it doesn't work.
It's what's that?
You run a glass jar under hot water, you place it over the stick of butter, and it softens it. But
Oh,
it doesn't really. I
no.
mean,
It doesn't work.
It
Wrong.
softens the outside a
No.
little bit. Okay.
This is knocking out two birds with one stone.
Okay.
Okay. When let's say you're making cookies and you got to soften the butter to whatever. You put the oven, preheat it, and you put the stick of butter right next to either the burner or the surface of the oven that gets the hottest, and it softens it after 10 minutes while preheating, and then it's ready to go to put in the KitchenAid mixer or whatever the heck you use.
Done it. It melts.
You know what a better method is?
Did you learn that on Threads?
Grate the butter with a cheese grater.
Is this why you're microwaving a block of Velveeta in the microwave at the same time? If you want more of the Mom Millennial podcast, well, then subscribe. That way you'll get new episodes without having to do the work, and that's totally our jam.